Join me here as we go through the tedious trials of steaming a model locomotive for the first time. This Accucraft C-18 is an awesome locomotive, so it's just a taster of what's to come. So, I'm back with my Accucraft C-18 locomotive. Shall we steam it up? There's the locomotive. Well, you've already seen me unbox this locomotive in another video, or I hope you have. If you haven't, go and see it. But I said in commentary on that video that this was filmed quite a few months ago. It's taken me a while to get around to steaming it because this is my first live steam model locomotive, so I needed to get the bits together to be ready for steaming. But also, I thought it had an issue. See this lever here on the front, this is to control the cylinder drain cocks. And it's supposed to be able to move side to side, but it seemed like it was absolutely stuck. It goes through to the underside, and then pivots on a screw, and then on a T-piece, it moves a pin in either cylinder, which open and closes small holes which allows the steam to push through any condensate. As I thought this was jammed, I took it to a friend of mine, Steve, who we've seen Steve recently. He took me for a flight in his plane, that's another video. But he's also quite experienced with tinkering with small locomotives such as this. So we had a look at it, we managed to tap it very gently with a hammer and lubricate it with a bit of WD-40, and we just got it moving. And then once we did get some movement, we were happy it wasn't fixed, so we steamed the engine and it worked fine. I think just because the engine had been sat in its box for about 2 years since it was produced at the factory, the lubricating oil had gummed up a bit and just got a bit solid. So just needed a little help getting freed up. Here's the engine moving under its own power for the first time on some temporary track at Steve's place. Yeah, it doesn't like curves less than 4 foot radius. Oh god. Well, the curves are too tight. Well, as we now know it works, let's steam it up for its first proper run. Now the first thing to think about is lubrication. What was it the Buckman said? You wouldn't run your car without oil, so don't run your locomotive without adequate lubrication. So any moving parts, like around here, just put a little drop of motion oil. Ooh, ooh. Might have to move so you can reach various places. Ooh, squeeze, and there we go. And anywhere that slides. And there we go. Same on both sides. Next we add steam oil, which is held in this little tank on the side. So this lubricates the internal parts, runs with the steam, keeps the cylinders nice and lubricated. Into there. Now we can couple the engine to the tender. There's 4 parts to couple. This is the actual drawbar which attaches to the tender. As you can see, it's got like a prong kind of design, and then the pin on the tender is like a button. You press it down and it reveals a narrow part of the pin which can fit on, and you let go and it's fixed. But apart from that, there's this pipe here to fit on the far side. That's a water return pipe, I'll explain that in a sec. And then down here is the water feed from the tank in the tender to the boiler, and we've got the gas feed going the same direction. So all these 4 parts need to be connected. It's actually very fiddly to do this, so I'm going to have to lie on the floor. And we're coupled. Cab roof comes up so we can see the controls. Next we need to fill with water. So using the right kind of water is very important. You don't really want to use water that's come straight from the tap, because often it's hard and will cause scaling inside your boiler, which you do not want. Best to use is distilled water. So that's what I've got here. So now we need to fill the boiler with water, and this little hand pump is how we're going to do it. Detachable handle, so you can take it off if you really want to, but make sure the boiler's all closed. So this is the blower, that's closed, regulator closed. Here's the water glass, so after we pump for a while we'll see water starting to be visible in the glass, and we need it just to be full, top of the glass. This takes a little while. Also, another option is you can undo this valve on the top here, and you can pour water straight into the boiler. You'll need a funnel for that though, and I haven't got one at the moment, so I'm just going to pump it in. This is also a valve for if you really want to. You shouldn't need to because you've got the tender and pump it in, but you can also, by use of a valve, you can put water under pressure through there too into the boiler if you really need to. Since this time I've actually used a spray bottle to fill straight into the top of the boiler. It's much quicker. Also, while using the pump from the tender, you need to make sure this water return feed is closed, which is in the clockwise position, looking at it. If it's open, as you pump, it goes back into the tender. As it's closed, it will go into the boiler. This is because there's a pump on the axle which pumps water into the boiler as it's moving along, and you can finely tune it. If you've got too much water, you can let some come back in again as you're running, but closed is a full flow into the boiler. You can see if I open it and I pump, look inside the tank, you can see water's being shot back in. So we don't want that. So we've got lubrication, we've got water. The last part is fuel. Here's some butane gas. Make sure it's closed, which is clockwise position. Hold it over the top and press down and spray in. Seems good. Right, next bit, fire. So as the burner for this engine is in the firebox where you'd expect, and then breathes all the way through the boiler to the front, just like a full-size engine, you need a draft going through to pull the flame through. My neighbours have got chickens. Can you hear them? Anyway, so while the fire is coming up, you need a mechanical blower, which is a fan which will just sit on the top and pull air through the boiler. Then I need to open the firebox like there, got a little bit of gas. Just be able to hear it. and then flame. And a whoosh, and we're alight. Now it's a good idea to get used to using something like a screwdriver to open and close the firebox door, because this does get hot later on, as you can probably expect. So it's been about 8 minutes and we're soon to be blowing off. Right, so now we've got full pressure. We can turn the blower on just a little bit. And we can take the mechanical one off. Safety gloves, because it does get hot. It's already quite hot. So now it's creating its own draft, because it's nearly full pressure. It's gone down slightly since it blew off. And now we can begin to go. So, slight boiler on, blower on. So the cylinder cocks are open at the moment. We need to flush out any water that might be in the cylinders and warm them up as well. So open the regulator slightly. Then again. Now the cylinders are nice and warm. I'll go around the side. I don't want to get over the top and get steam in my arm. Shut the valve. There we go, off to the side. And then, hopefully, off we go. Gentle push. Silly me, got to put it in reverser or forward. Reverse, forwards. Right, let's go forwards this time. Okay, still warming up, it's probably lost some steam. Oh, still going. Uh-oh. Right, fix that. Right. Stop. I did check the track before we went round, so I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll try again. It's gone down from about 70 pounds to around 40 pounds of pressure now. Slightly under, but we'll see where it goes. Back and forwards. Off we go. Alright, so he's lost pressure, can't go. Notice the leading wheel is off the track too. Silly arse. Give it a minute. So I was wondering why it didn't seem to have any fire anymore. We're playing around with the gas, it's definitely full. I just realised the pipe's kinked. Wasn't like that before. So I just pressed the pin for the coupler on the tender and it seemed to go back a notch. So the drawbar you can attach seems a little bit further away or right up close. So I was a little bit too close before. And as soon as I moved back slightly, I could hear the gas, the pressure that had built up rushing in, so we'll try again. In only a few minutes, we're back up to full pressure again, so more playtime.
gloves. Right. A little bit of blower.
That front wheel is still off the track, you idiot.
Take that one off. That's weird, it's lost all its pressure. I've barely opened it. Right, we're near 35 minutes since I first lit up. We're up to full pressure again. Just going to blow these cylinders again. Oh, no, don't want to go yet. Oh. Good. And it's keeping steam this time. Cylinder cut's closed. A little bit of blower. A little bit. A draft. That one off. That's it. Right, forward gear. And off we go. Oh, spit. Oh. Whoa. Come on, you can do it. Got some pressure. Let's go again. It's coming off track. It's almost out of pressure again. Right, we're getting better. It's time with 2 coaches. Oh yeah. Forward gear. Forgot that. Again. Oh, go on. There you go. Almost exactly where you started from. Not bad. I went to turn the regulator off and he started going again. Is that it? Oh, no. Poser. Come on, got any more? There you go. Well, not a bad first running session. It will take quite a lot of time to for the engine to settle in. They're called bedding in. Take quite a few hours of running, maybe 8 or 10 hours for it to really get settled in and run smoothly. Plus there's lots of variable controls on here. The gas flow, the regulator, the reverser, the automatic water pipe. All of these will take a while for me to get used to and get tuned up so it will run smoothly as well. So in time, maybe we'll come back and once I've got used to it, see how it's running. But anyway, I think this calls for a bit of a celebration. And usually it's done with a little alcoholic toast. Now, this is special. I've got a friend of mine who went to work in the Seychelles, bit of Paradise Island living, over a year ago. She works as a marine conservationist, and she came back a few months ago and brought me back this, Sabrew. It's a beer from the Seychelles, and she did request that it was used in a train video. So, got this wooden block, make a good stillage. That's going to go on a flat car. So run it around a couple of times and then we'll have a beer. I'll finish my tea first, but let's go. Are we ready? The words. Steam. Go on, you can do it. Don't let me down. Go. Bless you. Alright, hang on a sec.
In the future, once I've had some decent amount of running time with this thing and it's probably bedded in and I've really got to grips with it, I'll probably do another review video to let you know how it's going. The locomotive came with a few details which I haven't added to it yet, so you need to see those. I do want to fit radio control to this thing somehow, and also a couple more modifications I want to make as well, so make sure you're subscribed and you'll see what that is in the future. Now check out this plumage.
Alright, so while we're letting all the steam die out, time for a beer. Got my opener I bought in the Durango in Silverton. It's like a spike. Rather appropriate. Yeah. So, cheers Maddie for the beer. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Tune in future videos and see what else I've got on the channel too. Make sure you subscribe. And see you next time. Thank you. Cheers. Bye bye. Cheers.